Welcome to Pro Tool Reviews. What I have here today is Milwaukee's 2909 M18 Fuel Coil Roofing Nailer. Really excited about this tool. We're gonna go ahead and open this box up now and take a look to see what comes inside. All right, so let's go ahead and open this thing up. Again, this is brand new. First time I'm ever seeing this guy, so excited to share this with you. Looks like what we have here is our nailer. Feels good in your hand. It feels like it has really good balance and compact size for sure. It's just a lot. It's not as big as I was expecting. So many of the roofing nailers are quite large actually, and this one is quite compact. Yeah, let's dig in this a little bit further. Right off the bat, I can see we have a single door to load nails. No two sides to open and close and fold over. One motion right here. There's a little, we squeeze this mechanism right here, this little latch, squeeze it, and it flops open. Once we're inside, we can adjust for our nail height. Let's see how that works. There we go. So I can adjust. And the reason that matters is because we're using different lengths of nails depending on the depth of what we're shooting our nails into, or what code requires. Codes in different places require different lengths of nails. We live in Florida, so we deal with a lot of wind-borne code issues, so we want to make sure we use a lot of times longer nails, and we can adjust for that, which is actually really nice. Once we load nails in, I'll go ahead and show you how to do that here shortly. We'd be ready to go. As we go around the tool, you can see that we have, looks like a tool-free depth adjustment right here. So it looks like it's just a thumb wheel. You can see the knurling on here. Turning this moves the head of this, the tip of this in and out. So as I move it towards the right, I'm pulling it in, which will be a deeper depth of drive. And if I go towards the left, I'm getting a shallower depth of drive. You can see that it actually moves here as I spin that. So again, very easy to spin with your thumb, no tools needed. It does have dedents, which is nice too. You can feel that it has defined points where it stops. It just won't continue to rotate, which is a nice feature. As we go around the tool, let's see, you have these rubber pads everywhere. This is actually kind of nice too. As you notice, when you set the tool down, no matter if you set it this way, or this way, we have these rubber pads and they're replaceable. The fact is that these are replaceable is a big deal, because if you're dealing with siding, for example, you might mar your surfaces. You want to make sure you can replace these as they wear out. So again, nice feature. Protects your tool also. So you got pad here, pad here, pad here, and then when we flip the tool over, we also have a pad here, here, and here. All of those are replaceable. Another thing, I didn't get a ton of time to check on it yet, but I did see this, is that it comes with a vinyl siding tool as well. This is a big deal. Take this right here, stored in a little slot here on the side, and it clicks right in nice and tight. You can pop that out, put this on the tip of your tool, and now, if I get it on right, there we go. What this allows us to do as we're doing vinyl siding, once you get your depth set correctly, you can line this up on the top of your siding edge and shoot your nail in without breaking the nail flange. Big deal. Too many times the guys try to use roofing nailers to do their siding, put the nails in too tight, and also you'll break the tab. You'll crack it with the nail. So this is magnetized. It sticks in there with a little magnet. You can see it clicks right on. And now you have your vinyl siding vinyl siding attachment. So nice feature. And it's nice that you can store it here right on the tool, and it clicks in positively, so it won't fall out. It stays right in place, and clicks in positively. So again, nice. It's the nice little features like that that make a big difference. Also, we have a rafter hook, and we're not really doing rafters, but we'll call this a belt hook, or maybe a hook just to catch on a ladder or anything like that. What's cool is it's reversible. I can install it on this side as well. So depending on if you're a lefty or righty, no problem, we got you covered. And when it's not in use, you can flick that right out of the way and you get your belt hook. So you got a larger dimensional lumber hook right this way, and then you flip it in and you get your belt hook. So again, added versatility there with the way you position that hook. And if you're a lefty or a righty, you can swap it to the other side. Moving along with the tool as well, does have different modes. You got bump mode and single fire mode. And if you've ever done any kind of roofing, bump mode is usually how you operate. You're kind of going down a shingle and you're just bumping along. This allows you to do that. And if I'm not mistaken, there's no delay. So in order to turn this tool on, obviously we have to put a battery in. So kit battery normally comes with a CP 3.0 battery, in which I have here. And in order to turn the tool on, there's actually an on button. So we turn that, and now we can select our mode. And so with a double click of that mode button, or hold the mode button down and hold it, you can click between bump fire or single fire. And when we get to testing, we'll get an opportunity to see actually how that works. But it's right here, right below the trigger. So your hands are working right here on your trigger, and then your modes and on-off is right here as well. So you can actually turn the tool off, make sure it's safe to play with it here, that nothing happens. Go ahead and take this battery out now. And, well, there it is. There's the basics of what this tool is all about. As you can see, there's a lot of small details that are incorporated in this tool, but I'm really eager to give it a try to see how it really does on shooting nails, how well it shoots those nails, and supposedly how good that bump fire works. We're gonna go ahead and test it now. So in order to do a little bit of testing with this tool today, I decided to do something a little simpler and just do it here in the shop. I'll be honest, about 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, Hurricane Milton did do a number on my house where I had to replace some shingles. Big branch came down, and I wish I really had this tool handy in order to do my repairs. But that's besides the point. My repairs are done, so now I'm inside here. I can't get on the roof in the shop because it has a metal roof, so we're gonna have to make do with a little demonstration here of what the capabilities of this nailer really is. So first thing we wanna do before we get started is obviously put some nails in. In order to do that, what we're doing is we gotta make sure we adjust our nail height. And in the back side of here, and we mentioned it earlier, that you can adjust for different size nails. So these are 1-inch coil roofing nails. So we're gonna go ahead and load these in now. So with this tilted down, we put our nails inside, pull out a little bit, put it down into, make sure it catches all the way down, and then we close our magazine door. Well, let me make sure I got it lined up properly. Oh, there we go. Make sure we got it lined up properly. And then we close our magazine door. So now with the door closed, we're actually able to start using the nailer. But one more step, got to make sure we're switched on. And to start with, I'm going to start with single fire mode, which means that every time I push down on this and pull the trigger, it'll fire a nail. Obviously it won't fire when I push down on it without pulling the trigger. And with that, let's give it a shot. Now some of you might know that I'm not putting these in a code compliant nail pattern. It's not because I'm interested in nailing patterns at this point. That's not what this review is about. It's about the tool. And in single fire mode, you know, I can make some on the move adjustments. So I want to come a little bit deeper. I want to set these nails a little deeper. I can make those adjustments. And it's perfect. So what's to note is when I switch this to bump fire, this thing is supposed to be able to do up to 6 nails per second. Now 6 nails per second is a lot of nails, and that's really fast. Maybe it's not as fast as the guys using a pneumatic nailer, but this really isn't designed to be a pneumatic nailer replacement. This actually has a very specific purpose. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch the mode. So in order to switch mode, I come in here, hit the button, and go to bump mode. So now let's try that 6 seconds, that 6 nails in 6 seconds. I wasn't holding a stopwatch, but that's pretty fast, and there was no delay between those shots. So let's try that again, just for fun. Make sure that we're good. It's pretty fast, no delay. And I think it has to do with the nitrogen charged tank that's in here that allows it to have that instantaneous response for that when we hit that trigger and the tip is activated, it can fire, and it can fire that fast. So one more time, just because this is actually kind of fun. I don't think that shingle is going to fall off. We got one more shingle. Let's just do this one more time just because it is fun. And it's fun to see when the tool operates the way it's supposed to. So go ahead and line our shingles up. Again, this is not a shingling demonstration. This is a tool demonstration showing what this Milwaukee nailer can really do. And I'm going to go ahead and keep it on bump mode. And if you notice, the way this works is I have my trigger finger here pulling the trigger. I can pull this trigger and nothing happens until it activates the tip. But when I activate the tip by just simply pushing it down, well, it fires a nail. So you want to be really careful if you're not used to bump mode that you're firing nails where you want them to go. Because every time you touch that tip, it is shooting a nail. It is worth pointing out that at the end of your nailing, when you expend a whole coil, which I'm not going to do obviously in this demonstration, it does have a dry fire lockout. That's for protecting the tool, making sure it's not going to dry fire, causing any damage internally to the tool for not actually driving a fastener. So dry fire knockout is part of this. And again, you have the rubber strips or the rubber bumpers that are built into the tool so that when you're setting it down on the deck of your roof deck, you're actually not going to be marring the surface or anything like that. And it's cool as over time, as these wear down, you can replace them. So the last few things to point out on this nailer is one, you get 1,100 nails per charge. That's based on the 3.0 CP battery. 1,100 nails is a lot of nails, especially for what this is designed to do. It's not designed to roof your whole house, it's designed for repair work. Just like I mentioned earlier about the hurricane damage on my house, I wish I had one of these because I hand drove all the nails because I didn't have a way to get back over here to the shop to open this thing up early, unfortunately. But had I had the time, this would have definitely been the tool I would have picked. One other thing that really impresses me about this tool is its weight. Weighs in at 7.3 pounds. 7.3 pounds might sound like a lot, but it's not. Think about this. If you have to drag out a compressor, air line, an extension cord, and then climb up a ladder with your nail gun and hose, all of a sudden 7.3 pounds is sounding pretty light. And so with that, I'd have to say that this is actually an excellent tool for the market it's designed for. And that was something I was thinking about. Who is this really for? And I've alluded to it already. It's really for the guy doing repairs, for doing projects and smaller things. It's not designed for re-roofing an entire house. It's designed for, obviously what's going on right now here in Florida is hurricane repair. Ideal application for it. You're gonna go in, make your repairs and get out without dragging a whole lot of extra equipment with you. So if you like what you saw here today, these should be available for about $379 for a bare tool. For $100 more, you get a battery and a charger, and you can click the link below to get one right away. These should be available online at Acme Tools, Home Depot, and anywhere Milwaukee tools are sold. If you liked our video today, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do, so you can get the latest and greatest tool news from us as fast as it comes out. And as always, thanks for watching.